Hey, so for today's lab, we will be demonstrating how to troubleshoot a user's computer. Um, for this scenario, the user is saying that they can only access some website, but others won't load. Um, this is more than likely a DNS issue. When you think of that, there's something probably wrong with your DNS cache or the DNS server. It's pushing toward a DNS issue. Originally, is my first train of thought, but we're gonna do some troubleshooting. I'm gonna show you ways to troubleshoot and figure that out to see if it is a DNS issue or not. So one of the first things we would like to see, we'd just like to see what our IP configurations are currently at the moment. So to do that, we'll do IP config slash all. So we'll do IP config slash all. IP config slash all will give us all of our IP configurations. Here we'll find our IP address. We will find our default gateway, which is our router. We will find our DHCP servers, and DNS servers as well. So here. So now we have that information. Let's go right into troubleshooting. So the person, the client is saying that they can access some websites, they can't access others. So first thing we want to check is connectivity to the network. So to test connectivity to the network, we are going to ping um, Google's public IP address. This checks to see if we have that connection to the network. Now, if we didn't have connection to the network, we will see that um, we will have sent 4 packets and received no packets, or if there was any type of mix up, there would have been a packet loss of some sort, a percentage of packet loss. We know that we're able to push data through the router, and it's getting to our designated area outside of our local network. So right after that, let's test the DNS resolutions. So to test DNS resolution, we will use NS lookup. And you can kind of look up whatever you want, but I'm gonna choose Google .com to see if we pull up an IP address associated with the DNS Google, like domain name Google, right? So the domain name Google, we did pull up an IP address. So our DNS server is changing IP addresses, or is our correlating, our DNS server is correlating IP addresses and domain names. Let's try another one just in case. Here we can try NS lookup. We can do Microsoft. Microsoft. Right there, we have again our DNS server is resoluting these domain names into IP address correctly. Just to check all our boxes. Let's try it one more time. So NSO lookup again, and let's do youtube.com. Let's see there again. So we know that our DNS, our resolution with the DNS is okay. So our DNS server is correctly um, taking IP addresses and associating them with domain names. So for the next step, we will go ahead and clear the system's DNS cache. The system collects all the well, not all, but collects the recent DNS history that you had went to. So whatever website you went to, it collects those recent, so it doesn't have to always um request those domain names to for resolution for IP addresses. So what we'll do here is, first, what I want to do is IP config display DNS. As you can see here, it has pulled up all the domain names that you have went to in the resolution that it received from the DNS server here in its history. So here's everything. So now what we will do is we will clear this out, because what happens sometimes is that domain names and IP address do get mixed up sometimes here in the memory, in the cache of the system. So to do that, what we'll do is ipconfig plus DNS. So here we see it successfully flushed the DNS resolver cache. So they say the issue is still going on. What we'll do is we will renew, well, we will release and renew the DHCP lease. So if there was an issue going on, one way to possibly fix it is by releasing and renewing that IP address given to you by that DHCP. So one way you can do that is ipconfig release. So ipconfig release, that releases our lease to that IP address given to us by that DHCP, and then now we will then ipconfig renew. So this right here, now we request again for an IP address from the DHCP, and we will get that. We went through everything. Everything is good now. Now let's try to connect to a website here. So we're going to open up a browser. All right. And here we have it. We have the website. Let's say if whatever website we need. So let's do CompTIA, right? Let's do CompTIA. Let's go to CompTIA, see if we can reach CompTIA. We reach Bing, see if we can reach CompTIA. We can reach CompTIA. So then we will go ahead and fill out that ticket. The resolution issue for the what was the resolution for the issue? I thank you for watching the video, and until next time.